Yo, you thought the Flipper Zero was the coolest gadget in your bag? Well, get ready because there's a big update on its rumored big brother, the Flipper One. New design images have surfaced, giving us our first real glimpse at what this powerful new tool might be. We're seeing hints of an onboard Wi-Fi, an Ethernet port, an M2 slot for modules, and a full-blown Linux-based operating system. But keep in mind, everything about the Flipper One is speculative and subject to change or cancellation. But in this video, we're digging through the latest picture updates, community chatter, and all the details we have so far to see what this thing is really about. Now, the Flipper team has pretty much confirmed they are working on a new device, and the community has gone crazy over it. It's the Flipper One. They've been pretty clear this isn't Flipper Zero 2.0. Think of the Flipper Zero as the ultimate pocket multi-tool for exploring radio waves, but the Flipper One is shaping up to be a new kind of portable handheld tool, one that might be focused more on tapping into hardware and running powerful software. It seems to be a direct answer to users asking for more processing power, connectivity, and modularity. Alright, let's get into the good stuff, the hardware, because this is where the new picture update gets exciting. Based on this new image and community analysis, the Flipper One is built on a few game-changing ideas. Well, first, connectivity. It looks like the Flipper One will finally have onboard Wi-Fi and even a dedicated Ethernet or LAN port. But the real headline is the M2 slot. Recent images show a Key B type M2 slot with USB 3.0 and PCIe 2.1 support. This would make the device incredibly modular, probably letting you add hardware like advanced SDRs, LTE modems, or other expansion cards. I think this is a huge deal because it seems the Flipper One will not include the Flipper Zero's famous built-in radios for sub-gigahertz, NFC, and infrared, but instead it's a new type of portable tool focused on a different kind of interaction. Second, the processor. Word is the Flipper One will have a powerful ARM system on a chip that's expected to run a full Linux operating system with custom boots. If that pans out, I think it takes the Flipper One from a handy gadget to a legitimate pocket computer for running professional grade tools. And third, the I/O. The new design shows a beefy 24-pin GPIO header, including multiple 5V and 3.3V pins, plus TX and RX. Now, this suggests serious potential for hardware projects. It also seems to have powerful inputs with specs showing it can take 9V at 3 amps or 12V at 2 amps. So how does the Flipper One really stack up against the Flipper Zero we all know and love? Well, the Flipper Zero is the king of convenience and radio exploration. It's pretty much a Swiss Army knife for geeks with sub-gigahertz, RFID, NFC, and infrared ready to go right out of the box. It runs on simple firmware that gives it amazing battery life, making it perfect to carry around for everyday discoveries. But it seems the Flipper One is trading that all-in-one radio convenience for modular power and a software-first approach. It's a Linux-based pocket tool. Its real strength will likely come from its OS and giving you access to professional-grade tools without needing a laptop. The Zero is a tool for exploring the radio world around you. The One seems to be a platform for hardware interaction and serious software-based testing. Now for the big question, does the Flipper One make the Flipper Zero obsolete? The answer is a definite no. These are two different tools for two different jobs. The Flipper Zero will likely stay the top choice for anyone interested in NFC, infrared, sub-gigahertz, or just wants to be a part of its huge community. It's the perfect device to learn with and have on you every day. But the Flipper One is for the power user who feels limited by the Zero and wants to dive into hardware and Linux-based tools. It's important to remember that no price has been speculated yet, and everything is still in early development. It's simply a different kind of portable tool. One isn't necessarily better than the other, they just serve different needs. And as always, please remember to use these tools ethically and legally. Well, what's next? The Flipper One is shaping up to be a huge leap, but it's still very early. It's not a replacement for the Flipper Zero, more like its powerful big brother built for more demanding, hardware-focused work. The open source nature and community focus that made the Zero a hit are promised for the One, which is incredibly exciting. However, it's too early to say what the Flipper One will truly become, so it's best not to get your hopes up until we get official details and a release date. For now, if you're interested in the world of Flipper, the Flipper Zero is the device to get. But what do you think? Is the modular Linux-based approach of the Flipper One exciting to you? Or is the Flipper Zero's all-in-one radio design still the winner? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to keep up with the Flipper One's development or Flipper Zero tutorials, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Jay Blanked. Thanks for watching. Peace!